Okay, so classical production is underway and I'm pretty keen to start properly doing it. My theatre class's performance for this semester is HamletMachine. It was written by a German guy named Heiner Müller, and honestly it sounds very interesting. It took me a while to kind of click, but it's essentially the elements used to perform a show of Hamlet, basically saying all the different stuff that goes on in the performances, kind of like inner monologues. It's showing the process that actors go through, things like that, to perform Hamlet. And it's very interesting because the take that we're doing has elements of Star Wars in it as well, and to like the soundtrack of David Bowie. So it's as weird as it sounds, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, we finally had our first meeting last week, and it was essentially just talking about what we're doing. We got to look at HamletMachine, the actual full thing of HamletMachine, which is actually it's about 8 pages long. So it's not big, because that's not the whole show. HamletMachine isn't just the whole show, it's the text written that we can put into the show. In the middle, we'll use elements of Hamlet itself, Star Wars, written in Shakespeare form, which I think is bloody brilliant, and of course David Bowie doing his thing there. That they all kind of interconnect with each other because they have similar story, well, not plots, but the messages behind some of the things that go on, like family issues and being alone, stranded, things like that. It'll be interesting to get to those stages when in rehearsal. We finally did have our first rehearsal today, and it was good. It was good to finally actually see the start of how the script is coming along. But the best thing that I think is great is that we're all wearing Laurence Olivier Hamlet outfits. Because he performed as Hamlet years ago, and there's a scene of him sitting on the rock. It's quite an interesting image because it's not what most Hamlets use to perform on, or the way it's done. It's very different because we were shown other performances of Hamlet that other actors have done, like Mel Gibson and Kenneth Branagh, and they all seem to be in an empty room most of the time, using stairs to create that metaphoric image of moving downward, to kind of show the sadness, the confusion, how down Hamlet feels when he's doing his to be or not to be speech. And yeah, there's so much information just from that to be or not to be speech, because it talks about death, you know, how whether to embrace it or not. It's essentially Hamlet being really confused with the world, not knowing what to do. And yeah, I'm really keen to get more into it. So I'm looking forward to the upcoming rehearsals so we can finally dig deeper into this production, and I'm keen to get underway. And until next journal entry.